We live in a world that never stops. Notifications ping, thoughts race, responsibilities stack up, and somewhere in the middle of it all we feel ourselves running on empty, mentally, emotionally, even physically. Most of us know we should meditate. We've read the studies, heard the promises. Less stress, better focus, more calm. But when the day is already overflowing, carving out 20 or 30 minutes can feel impossible. So we do nothing, and the inner noise just gets louder. This book is written for exactly that reality. Daily meditation, recharge your mind fast, is not about becoming a monk or chasing mystical experiences. It's about giving your nervous system quick, reliable moments of relief and clarity, starting with sessions as short as 3 to 10 minutes. These are not watered-down practices. They are carefully chosen, high-leverage techniques that deliver real results even when time is scarce. You don't need perfect posture, a quiet room, or an empty mind. You just need a few intentional minutes and the willingness to return to the present, again and again. Chapter 1. The Simple Power of a Daily Pause. In our busy lives, the mind often feels like it's running a marathon without ever stopping. Thoughts jump from one thing to another, worries about work, family responsibilities, bills to pay, messages to answer, and endless to-do lists. It's no wonder so many of us feel tired, even after a full night's sleep. The good news is that you don't need hours of free time or a quiet room far away from everything to find some peace. You can recharge your mind quickly and easily with daily meditation. Meditation isn't about becoming someone different or reaching a special state that only a few people can achieve. It's simply about giving your attention a gentle place to rest. When you meditate, even for just a few minutes, you create a small pause in the constant stream of thinking. In that pause, your mind and body start to relax. Your breathing slows down, your shoulders drop a little, and a sense of calm begins to spread. Many people think they can't meditate because their minds are too busy. The truth is, everyone's mind is busy. That's what minds do. They think, plan, remember, worry, dream, and judge. The practice of meditation doesn't try to stop those thoughts. Instead, it teaches you to notice them without getting caught up in them. You learn to watch thoughts the way you might watch clouds passing in the sky. Some clouds are dark and heavy, others are light and fluffy, but none of them stay forever. They all move on. Starting a daily meditation practice is one of the kindest things you can do for yourself. It doesn't require any special equipment. You don't need candles, music, or expensive cushions, although those things can be nice if you enjoy them. All you really need is yourself and a few quiet minutes. You can sit on a chair, on the floor, or even lie down if sitting feels uncomfortable. The most important thing is to find a position where your body feels supported and relaxed. Let's talk about why short, daily sessions work so well. When you meditate for just 5 or 10 minutes every day, you build a habit. Your brain starts to recognize this time as a moment of rest. Over time, that rest becomes deeper and easier to reach. It's like training a muscle. At first, it feels a little awkward, but with regular practice, it grows stronger. Soon, you notice that you carry a bit more calm with you into your day. Small frustrations don't upset you as much. You respond to challenges with clearer thinking instead of reacting right away. Another beautiful benefit is better focus. In our world full of notifications and distractions, it's easy to lose track of what we are doing. Meditation trains your attention to come back gently when it wanders. That skill helps not only during meditation but also when you're reading, working, listening to someone, or simply enjoying a moment. You become more present, and life feels richer because you're actually there for it. Your body thanks you too. When the mind calms down, the body follows. Heart rate slows, blood pressure can ease, muscles soften, and stress hormones decrease. Many people find they sleep better after starting a regular practice. Even if you only meditate in the morning, that sense of balance often carries through the evening, helping you wind down more naturally. Now, let's be honest. Some days meditation will feel easy and pleasant. Other days, your mind might race, Your body might feel restless, or you might feel sleepy. That's completely normal. Those moments don't mean you're doing it wrong. They are part of the practice. Every time you notice your attention has drifted and you kindly bring it back, you're strengthening that gentle returning muscle. That's the real work of meditation. To begin, find a time that works for you. It could be first thing in the morning before the day gets busy, during a lunch break, or in the evening to help you relax. Choose a time you can stick to most days. Consistency matters more than perfection. Even on days when 5 minutes is all you can manage, that's still valuable. When you're ready to sit, close your eyes or soften your gaze. Take a few normal breaths and notice how the air feels as it moves in and out. You don't need to force deep breathing, just let it happen naturally. Then, bring your attention to the feeling of the breath. You might notice it most clearly at your nostrils, your chest, or your belly. Pick one spot and stay with the sensations there. Thoughts will come. That's okay. When you notice a thought, don't fight it or judge yourself. Simply say to yourself, thinking, and gently return to the breath. Do this as many times as needed. Some sessions you might return to the breath dozens of times. Each return is a moment of mindfulness. If emotions arise, sadness, frustration, joy, meet them the same way. Notice them without getting lost in the story. Let them be felt in your body. Then come back to the breath when you're ready. This gentle noticing builds self-compassion. You start treating yourself with the same kindness you would offer a good friend. After a few minutes, when you're ready to finish, take 1 or 2 slightly deeper breaths. Slowly open your eyes if they were closed. Notice how your body feels. Notice the sounds around you. Take a moment to appreciate yourself for showing up and giving this gift to your mind. That's the basic practice. Simple, but powerful. As you continue day by day, you'll likely notice small changes. You might feel less reactive, more patient, or more connected to the present moment. These shifts happen quietly, almost without you realizing, until one day you look back and see how much lighter you feel. Daily meditation is not about escaping life. It's about meeting life with more clarity, calm, and kindness. It's a tool you can carry with you everywhere. In a stressful meeting, during a difficult conversation, while waiting in line, or when you're feeling overwhelmed, you can always return to a few conscious breaths. That small act brings you back to yourself. Chapter 2. Quick 5-minute techniques you can use anywhere. Building on that gentle daily pause we explored earlier, the beauty of meditation is how flexible it can be. You don't always need a dedicated time slot or a perfect setting. Life happens in the middle of traffic jams, waiting rooms, office desks, or even while standing in a crowded market. That's why having a few quick 5-minute techniques in your pocket is so helpful. These short practices let you recharge your mind fast, right where you are, whenever you need it most. The key is to keep things simple and kind. No forcing, no pressure to get it right. Just a few moments to step back from the rush and let your nervous system settle. Let's walk through some easy ones you can try today. You can do them sitting, standing, or even walking slowly, whatever fits the moment. First technique, breath counting. This one is great when your mind feels scattered. Find a comfortable posture, maybe straighten your back a little if you're at your desk or in a chair. Let your eyes close softly or just lower your gaze. Now, start counting your breaths quietly in your mind. Inhale naturally, then exhale while thinking 1. Next inhale and exhale, 2. Keep going up to 5 or 10, then start over at 1. If you lose count or reach 20 without noticing, that's fine. Smile at yourself and begin again at 1. The counting gives your busy mind something gentle to hold on to, while the breath itself brings calm. Many people find that after just a few rounds, the racing thoughts slow down, and a quiet space opens up inside. Do this for 5 minutes, and you'll often feel clearer and less overwhelmed. Next up is the body scan in mini version. This technique helps when tension has built up in your shoulders, neck, or jaw without you realizing it. You can do it anywhere, sitting at a red light, waiting for a meeting to start, or even lying in bed before sleep. Start by taking 3 slow, easy breaths. Then bring your attention to the top of your head. Notice any sensations there: warmth, tingling, tightness, or just nothing special. Don't judge, just observe. Slowly move your awareness down to your forehead, eyes, cheeks, jaw. Let each area soften if it wants to. Continue down your neck, shoulders, arms, hands, chest, belly, back, hips, legs, feet. You don't need to spend long on each part, just a few seconds. If your mind wanders, gently guide it back. The whole scan can take 3 to 5 minutes. By the end, you'll likely notice your body feels heavier and more relaxed, like you've released some invisible weight. This quick reset is especially useful after stressful moments, as it brings your attention out of swirling thoughts and back into the present through your physical self. Another favorite is mindful listening. Perfect for noisy places like public transport, a busy home, or an open office. Instead of fighting the sounds around you, turn toward them with curiosity. Sit or stand comfortably. Take a breath or two to settle. Then open your ears like you're listening to your favorite music. Notice the layers: distant traffic, a fan humming, voices blending, footsteps, birds if you're outside. Don't label them as good or bad, just hear them rising and falling. If a thought pops up about a sound, "That's annoying," or "I love that song," notice the thought, then return to simply listening. This practice turns everyday noise into a meditation object. It reminds you that you can find stillness even in chaos. 5 minutes of mindful listening can shift you from feeling irritated to feeling more spacious and patient. Then there's the 4-7-8 breathing, a fast way to calm your nervous system when anxiety creeps in. This one is slightly structured, so it works well when you need quick relief. Place the tip of your tongue behind your upper front teeth. Exhale completely through your mouth with a soft whoosh sound. Close your mouth and inhale quietly through your nose for a count of 4. Hold your breath for a count of 7. Then exhale completely through your mouth for a count of 8, making that whoosh again. Repeat this cycle 4 times. That's usually about 2 minutes, but you can do it for 5 if you like. The longer exhale signals safety to your body, slowing your heart rate and easing tension. Use it before a presentation, during a tough conversation, or when worry keeps you awake. Many find it becomes a go-to tool for instant calm. One more simple yet powerful one: gratitude pause. This isn't traditional breath-focused meditation, but it recharges your mind by shifting perspective fast. Take a comfortable seat or stance. Close your eyes if possible. Think of 3 things you're grateful for right now. They can be tiny: the warmth of your coffee cup, the fact that your legs carried you here, a kind word from earlier, clean air to breathe, or even that you're taking this moment for yourself. For each one, pause and really feel it in your body. Let a small smile form if it feels natural. Spend about a minute on each, so the whole practice takes around 5 minutes. This technique lifts your mood gently and reminds you of the good that already exists, even on hard days. It pairs beautifully with breath awareness. After counting breaths, end with gratitude. These quick techniques aren't meant to replace longer sits, but to weave meditation into your real life. The more you use them, the more natural they become. You might find yourself automatically taking 3 conscious breaths in line at the store or scanning your body during a stressful call. That's the magic. Meditation stops being something you do and becomes a way you move through the world. Remember, 5 minutes is enough. Consistency with short practices often brings more benefit than occasional long ones. Be patient and gentle with yourself. Some days one technique will feel perfect. Other days you'll switch to another. Listen to what your mind and body need in the moment. As you experiment with these anywhere techniques, you'll likely notice you're handling daily ups and downs with a bit more ease. That inner recharge becomes portable, always available when life speeds up. Chapter 3: Handling a busy or restless mind with kindness. As you bring those quick 5-minute techniques into your days, you might notice something interesting. Some sessions feel peaceful and flowing, while others feel like your mind has turned into a lively marketplace. Thoughts shouting, worries pushing, plans racing around. The mind gets busy or restless, and that can make sitting down to meditate feel frustrating. The wonderful part is this: those exact moments when the mind won't settle are some of the most valuable ones for your practice. A restless mind isn't a sign that you're failing at meditation. It's simply the mind doing what minds do best: moving, remembering, planning, judging, daydreaming. Instead of seeing busyness as the enemy, you can meet it with kindness. That gentle, friendly attitude toward yourself changes everything. It turns what could feel like a battle into a patient, caring observation. Let's look at why the mind gets so active during meditation. Often it's because we are finally giving it a quiet space. All the thoughts and feelings that were pushed aside by daily tasks suddenly have room to show up. It's like opening a closet door after a long time. Things tumble out. Stress from the day, unfinished conversations, random memories, future worries, they all arrive. That's normal. Everyone experiences it, even people who have meditated for years. The secret isn't trying to make the mind quiet by force. Pushing thoughts away usually makes them louder, like telling someone, "Don't think about a pink elephant." The pink elephant shows up even bigger. Instead, the kind approach is to notice what's happening and respond with understanding. When restlessness arrives, you can say to yourself in a soft inner voice, "Okay, the mind is busy right now. That's how it is sometimes." No criticism, no disappointment, just clear seeing and acceptance. That small act of kindness toward your own experience creates space. The thoughts don't disappear right away, but they lose some of their grip. You stop feeding them with struggle. One gentle way to work with a busy mind is labeling. As thoughts come, quietly name what you notice. Planning, remembering, worrying, daydreaming, restless, judging. You don't need fancy words, just simple, honest labels. After labeling, return to your breath or whatever anchor you're using. This practice gives you distance. You see thoughts as passing events rather than facts you have to solve immediately. If the mind feels especially jumpy, like it's bouncing from one thing to another, try this friendly adjustment. Shorten your focus periods. Instead of trying to stay with the breath for long stretches, aim for just 1 or 2 breaths at a time. Notice the in-breath, notice the out-breath. Then when the mind wanders, come back kindly for the next 1 or 2. String enough of those short returns together, and 5 or 10 minutes pass with real presence. You're still training attention, but in bite-sized, doable pieces that feel less overwhelming. Physical restlessness often goes hand in hand with a busy mind. Legs twitch, back aches, hands fidget. Meet that too with kindness. You can make small, mindful movements to ease discomfort. Shift your posture slightly, roll your shoulders once or twice, stretch your fingers, then settle again. If the body really needs to move, it's okay to stand up slowly, walk a few quiet steps in place, or do a gentle stretch, all while keeping awareness on the sensations. The goal isn't perfect stillness. It's friendly awareness of whatever is here. Emotions can fuel restlessness too. Anxiety might make your heart race. Sadness might bring heaviness. Irritation might tighten your chest. When strong feelings show up, resist the urge to analyze or fix them right away. Instead, bring attention to where you feel them in the body. Is it a knot in the stomach? Tightness in the throat? Warmth in the face? Breathe into that spot as if you're sending a soft, caring hand there. Say silently, "I see you. You're allowed to be here." This compassionate witnessing often helps emotions soften naturally, without being pushed or ignored. Another kind tool is the phrase, "this too." When the mind races or the body fidgets, quietly add "this too" to whatever you're noticing. Busy mind, this too. Frustration, this too. Restlessness, this too. These 2 small words remind you that everything changes. No state lasts forever, not the calm ones, and not the stormy ones. That reminder brings patience and reduces the sense of "I shouldn't be feeling this." On days when kindness feels hard to find for yourself, borrow it from someone you care about. Imagine how you would speak to a dear friend who said, "My mind won't stop today." You probably wouldn't scold them. You'd likely say something warm like, "It's okay, that happens to everyone. Just keep coming back gently when you can." Offer that same tone to yourself. It might feel awkward at first, but it softens the inner critic and makes the practice feel safer. Over time, meeting a busy or restless mind with kindness builds a deeper trust in yourself. You start to see that you don't have to be perfectly calm to meditate. You just have to show up and meet yourself where you are. That attitude spills into daily life. When things get hectic at work, in traffic, or at home, you remember the same gentle response. Notice, label if it helps, breathe, and treat yourself with understanding instead of harshness. Restlessness isn't a problem to solve. It's an invitation to practice kindness. Each time you choose patience over pushing, you strengthen that inner friendliness. The mind gradually becomes less reactive because it knows it will be met with care, not criticism. Chapter 4. Starting your day with morning meditation for lasting energy. After learning to meet a busy or restless mind with kindness, the next natural step is to give your whole day a gentle, steady foundation. Morning meditation does exactly that. When you start the day with even a short, mindful pause, you set a tone of calm awareness that often carries through many hours ahead. It's like watering a plant first thing. It grows stronger and stands taller through the day's heat and wind. Mornings have a special quality. The world is still waking up. Sounds are softer, thoughts haven't fully piled up yet, and your energy is fresh. Taking a few minutes right after you open your eyes, or soon after getting out of bed, helps you meet the day from a centered place instead of jumping straight into reacting to emails, news, or tasks. You begin with intention rather than autopilot. Many people feel they don't have time in the morning. The alarm goes off, the to-do list already feels long, and the pull toward coffee or scrolling is strong. But here's the gentle truth. Even 5 to 15 minutes of morning meditation can give you more lasting energy than rushing to check your phone or rushing through breakfast. It's not about adding extra time to your day. It's about using the first moments more wisely so the rest flows better. A morning practice doesn't have to be complicated. You can keep it as simple as the breath awareness we started with. Sit up in bed, on a cushion by your window, or at the edge of your chair. If lying down feels too sleepy, sitting upright helps keep you alert. Let your spine be tall but relaxed, shoulders soft, hands resting wherever they feel comfortable. Begin by noticing you're awake. Feel the breath moving in your body. No need to change it, just observe the natural rhythm. You might count a few breaths to settle in, or simply follow the feeling of air at your nostrils or the rise and fall of your belly. When thoughts about the day ahead arrive, and they will, meet them kindly, just as we practiced. Label them if it helps, planning, worrying, remembering, then return to the breath. One lovely morning variation is to include a short intention or wish for the day. After a minute or two of breath awareness, quietly say something simple to yourself. May I move through today with patience, or may I stay present with the people I meet, or may I treat myself gently no matter what comes. These short phrases plant a seed of direction. They don't force anything, they just remind you of the energy you want to carry. If mornings feel foggy or low energy, try a gentle movement meditation to wake the body while keeping the mind present. Sit or stand and slowly roll your shoulders a few times, noticing the sensations. Stretch your arms overhead on an inhale, then lower them on an exhale, following the breath. Or do a few soft neck rolls, feeling each small motion. Move slowly enough that your attention stays with the body instead of jumping to the day's schedule. 5 minutes of mindful movement can bring a clearer, more energized feeling than jumping straight into activity. Another approach that many find energizing is the body gratitude start. As you sit quietly, bring attention to different parts of your body and silently thank them. Thank you, feet, for carrying me. Thank you, lungs, for breathing. Thank you, heart, for beating steadily. Move through the body at your own pace. This practice creates warmth and appreciation right from the beginning. It shifts you out of "what do I have to do" into "what am I already supported by," which often lifts your mood and vitality naturally. Why does morning meditation build lasting energy? When you start calm and centered, you're less likely to get swept into reactive patterns. You notice stress rising earlier and can respond with a breath instead of tensing up. Small irritations stay small. You make choices from clarity rather than hurry. Over time, this creates a sense of inner steadiness that doesn't drain as quickly when challenges appear. People who practice in the morning often report better focus during work or studies, more patience with family or colleagues, and a feeling of having extra energy later in the day. It's not that meditation magically adds hours of sleep, it's that it helps you use your existing energy more efficiently. You waste less on overthinking, rumination, or tension. If mornings are truly rushed, maybe children need attention, or your commute starts early, adjust without guilt. Even 2 or 3 conscious breaths while still in bed count. Or do your practice standing at the kitchen counter while the kettle boils. The important thing is consistency and kindness toward whatever time you can give. A regular short morning sit often brings more benefit than an occasional longer one later in the day. On days when you feel resistant, maybe you're tired, uninspired, or the bed feels too cozy, remember the gentle approach. Don't force yourself into a long session. Sit for just 1 minute and see what happens. Often, that tiny start is enough to shift the energy. You might find yourself staying longer naturally, or at least carrying a small pocket of calm into the morning. After your session, take a moment before jumping into action. Open your eyes slowly. Notice the light in the room, the temperature of the air, any sounds outside. Stretch a little if it feels good. Then move into your day with that quiet awareness still close by. You can always return to a few breaths throughout the morning whenever you need a quick recharge. Morning meditation is a quiet gift you give yourself before the world asks anything of you. It builds a foundation of energy that's calm, steady, and sustainable. Day by day, as you keep showing up, even imperfectly, you'll likely notice you greet each new sunrise with a little more lightness and a lot more presence. Chapter 5. Evening wind-down practices to improve your sleep. With the gentle energy of a morning meditation already supporting your days, turning attention to the evening brings everything full circle. The way you close your day shapes how deeply and restfully you sleep, and that rest in turn nourishes the calm you carry into tomorrow. Evening wind-down practices are like dimming the lights slowly instead of flipping them off suddenly. Your mind and body get time to settle, release the day's hold, and prepare for renewal. Many of us end our days still carrying fragments of work, conversations, screens, or worries. The nervous system stays in a kind of alert mode, making it harder to fall asleep or stay asleep. A short, mindful wind-down routine signals safety and rest to your body. Over time, this consistent evening signal helps you drift off more easily, sleep more soundly, and wake feeling more refreshed. The best part is that these practices are gentle and forgiving. You don't need a perfect routine or hours of free time. Even 10 to 15 minutes before bed can make a noticeable difference. Start by choosing a time to begin winding down, perhaps after dinner, after turning off work notifications, or when you start your bedtime preparations. Consistency matters more than length. One simple and effective way to start is with a gentle seated or lying breath awareness, similar to what you've practiced before, but with a slower, softer focus. Sit on the edge of your bed or lie down comfortably with a pillow under your head, and maybe one under your knees if your back likes the support. Let your eyes close or soften. Place one hand on your belly and one on your chest if that feels soothing. Breathe naturally, but let each exhale lengthen just a little. Notice the breath moving down into your belly, then out again. If thoughts about the day replay, things you said, things left undone, tomorrow's plans, meet them the same way you've learned. Notice, label gently if it helps, remembering, planning, and return to the slow exhale. The longer outbreath calms the nervous system more effectively than forcing deep inhales. Stay with this for 5 to 10 minutes. Many people find their body grows heavier, thoughts quieter, and eyelids heavier as they go. If lying down right away feels too sleepy or restless, try a short body scan to release stored tension. Lie on your back in a comfortable position. Start at your toes and slowly move attention upward. Feet, ankles, calves, knees, thighs, hips, lower back, belly, chest, upper back, shoulders, arms, hands, neck, face, scalp. For each area, notice any tightness, warmth, tingling, or simply neutrality. On each exhale, imagine the area softening, like ice melting in warm sunlight. You don't have to make anything happen, just invite release. This practice often uncovers places where the day's stress settled without you noticing. Letting it go consciously helps the body feel truly ready for rest. Another soothing evening option is mindful listening to the quiet around you. Turn off or lower bright lights, sit or lie comfortably, and simply listen. Notice the sounds in your room, the hum of a fan, distant traffic, your own breathing, the faint settling of the house. Let sounds come and go without following any story about them. If your mind wanders to tomorrow's schedule, gently bring it back to listening. This turns ordinary nighttime sounds into a meditation anchor. It trains you to rest in the present instead of replaying the past or previewing the future. For nights when the mind feels especially active or emotions linger, try a kind day review with compassion. Sit quietly for a few minutes and let the day pass through your awareness like watching a gentle stream. Notice moments that went well, even small ones. A kind word, a task completed, a moment of laughter. Acknowledge any difficulties without judgment. That was hard, and it's over now. Then silently offer yourself a simple wish. May I rest deeply tonight. May tomorrow bring what I need. This short reflection helps close mental tabs instead of leaving them open all night. Chapter 7. Using meditation to handle stress and difficult emotions. As you weave mindfulness into your daily routines, you've likely noticed how much calmer and more present you feel in ordinary moments. Yet life still brings stress, deadlines that pile up, unexpected problems, heated conversations, health worries, or that familiar knot of anxiety that appears without warning. Difficult emotions like anger, sadness, fear, or overwhelm don't disappear just because you meditate. What changes is how you meet them. Meditation gives you tools to face stress and tough feelings with steadiness instead of being swept away. The heart of this approach is the same gentle awareness you've been practicing, noticing what's happening inside without immediately reacting or trying to push it away. When stress or strong emotions arise, your usual habits might be to distract yourself, tighten up, argue with the feeling, or try to fix it right away. Meditation invites a different path, one of kind, curious observation that creates space between the emotion and your response. Stress often shows up first in the body. Your shoulders rise, your jaw clenches, your stomach tightens, your breath becomes shallow and quick. One of the quickest ways to work with stress is to pause and bring attention directly to those physical sensations. Find a moment, maybe at your desk, in the car, or even standing in the kitchen, and take 3 slow breaths. Then ask yourself gently, where do I feel this stress right now? Scan your body without judging. Is it a band around your chest? Heat in your face? Restlessness in your legs? Just name it silently. Tight chest, racing heart, clenched hands. Once you've located the sensation, breathe into it. Imagine each in-breath bringing fresh air to that spot, and each out-breath carrying away a little tension. You're not forcing relaxation, you're simply meeting the feeling with friendly attention. Many times, the intensity softens within a minute or two because you've stopped adding the extra layer of resistance. The body begins to trust that it's safe to let go, even just a bit. When emotions feel bigger, grief that catches you off guard, anger that flares suddenly, fear that makes your mind spin, try the name it to tame it approach. Give the emotion a simple label in a soft inner voice. Anger is here, sadness is present, fear is rising. Naming takes away some of the emotion's power to overwhelm you. It creates a small distance, so you can see it more clearly instead of being lost inside it. After naming, stay with the feeling in your body rather than following the story your mind wants to tell. The story might say, "This shouldn't be happening," or "I can't handle this," or "Why does this always happen to me?" Those thoughts fuel the emotion. Instead, return to the raw sensation, the burning in your throat with anger, the heaviness in your chest with sadness, the tightness in your belly with fear. Breathe with it. Let it be there without needing it to change immediately. This patient witnessing often allows the emotion to move through more naturally, like a wave that rises, peaks, and eventually recedes. A helpful practice when emotions feel intense is the RAIN method. It stands for recognize, allow, investigate, nurture. Let's walk through it slowly. First, recognize. Pause and name what's happening. I'm feeling overwhelmed right now. Or anxiety is strong in my body. Second, allow. Let the feeling be exactly as it is. No fighting, no running away. Silently say, "It's okay for this to be here." This step is powerful because it stops the inner war. Third, investigate. With curiosity, explore how the emotion lives in your body. Where is it strongest? Does it have a shape, temperature, color, movement? Does it change as you watch? Keep the attitude kind and interested, like a caring friend listening closely. Fourth, nurture. Offer yourself the kindness you'd give someone you love who was hurting. Place a hand on your heart or wherever it feels soothing. Whisper something gentle. "This is hard, and I'm here for you. You're allowed to feel this. May this ease in time." These words aren't meant to erase the feeling, they simply surround it with care. You can move through RAIN in 5 minutes or stretch it longer if you have time. Even a quick version during a stressful moment can bring you back to center. Another gentle tool for difficult emotions is mindful breathing with a soothing count. Try box breathing. Inhale for 4 counts, hold for 4, exhale for 4, hold for 4. Or use a longer exhale. Inhale for 4, exhale for 6 or 8. The extended out-breath activates your body's natural calming system, lowering heart rate and easing the grip of stress hormones. Do 4 to 6 rounds whenever tension builds. It's portable, discreet, and works almost anywhere. On days when stress feels chronic, when worries loop endlessly or exhaustion makes everything heavier, try a short loving-kindness phrase directed toward yourself. Sit quietly for a few minutes and repeat slowly, "May I be safe. May I be calm. May I be kind to myself. May I accept this moment as it is." These phrases don't deny the difficulty, they wrap it in warmth. Over time, they help build an inner refuge you can return to even when emotions run high. Remember that meditation doesn't make stress or difficult emotions vanish. It changes your relationship to them. You learn that feelings are temporary visitors, not permanent residents. They come, they stay for a while, and they pass. By meeting them with awareness and kindness instead of resistance or avoidance, you suffer less and recover faster. Be patient with yourself on tough days. Some moments you'll handle beautifully with these tools. Other times, the emotion might feel too big, and that's okay. Even noticing that you're overwhelmed and taking one conscious breath is a victory. You're not aiming for perfection. You're practicing showing up for yourself with compassion, again and again. As you keep using these approaches, you'll likely notice subtle shifts. Stress still arrives, but it doesn't always take over. Difficult emotions still visit, but they don't stay as long or feel as heavy. You start trusting that you have inner resources to meet whatever comes. That trust brings a quiet strength that carries into every part of your life. Chapter 8. Cultivating loving kindness for yourself and others. After learning to meet stress and difficult emotions with steady awareness, a natural next step is to soften the heart even more. Loving kindness, sometimes called metta, is a gentle practice of wishing well-being, safety, peace, and happiness, for yourself first, then for others. It's like turning up the warmth inside so that kindness flows more easily in your thoughts, words, and actions. This practice doesn't ignore pain or pretend everything is perfect. Instead, it surrounds whatever is present, joyful moments or hard ones, with care and goodwill. Many people find that starting with themselves feels awkward at first. We are often much better at being kind to friends, family, or even strangers than to our own inner world. Yet the truth is simple. The kindness you offer yourself becomes the foundation for the kindness you can genuinely give others. When you treat yourself with compassion, you're less likely to react from exhaustion, resentment, or defensiveness. Loving kindness builds an inner refuge that supports you through everything. Find a quiet moment, perhaps during your morning meditation, in the evening wind down, or anytime you have 5 to 15 minutes. Sit comfortably, with your spine tall and your body relaxed. Close your eyes or soften your gaze. Take a few natural breaths to settle in. Place a hand on your heart if that feels soothing. Many people find this small touch helps the practice feel more real and caring. Begin by directing phrases of loving kindness toward yourself. Speak them silently, in a warm, friendly tone, as if you're talking to someone very dear. Common phrases include, "May I be safe. May I be happy. May I be healthy. May I live with ease." Or you can use words that feel more natural to you. May I be kind to myself. May I find peace in this moment. May I accept myself just as I am. May my heart be at rest. Repeat each phrase slowly, letting it sink in. If it helps, imagine yourself surrounded by soft light, or picture a younger version of yourself who needs care. There's no need to force warm feelings. If resistance or doubt arises, that's okay. Simply notice it kindly and keep repeating the phrases. The practice works even when it feels mechanical at first. Over time, the repetition plants seeds of genuine goodwill. After a few minutes of offering these wishes to yourself, you can gently expand the circle. Next, bring to mind someone you love easily, a close friend, a child, a pet, a supportive family member. See their face in your mind or feel their presence. Direct the same phrases toward them, changing I to their name or you. May you be safe. May you be happy. May you be healthy. May you live with ease. Feel the natural warmth that often arises when thinking of someone dear. Let that warmth guide the words. Stay with this person for a minute or two. Then, you can include someone neutral, a neighbor, a coworker, the cashier at the store, someone you see regularly but don't know well. Offer them the same wishes. This step helps stretch the heart beyond those we already care about easily. If you feel ready, bring to mind someone who challenges you, perhaps someone who frustrates you, with whom you've had conflict, or even someone you find difficult to forgive. Don't force big emotions here. Simply include them in the wishes with the same gentle phrases. May you be safe. May you be happy. And so on. This part can feel hard, and that's normal. If strong feelings come up, anger, hurt, resistance, pause. Acknowledge them kindly. This is difficult right now, and that's okay. You can return to offering the phrases just to yourself for a while, then try again later. The practice isn't about approving of someone's actions. It's about wishing that all beings, including difficult ones, be free from suffering. Over time, this softens the grip of resentment and creates more inner freedom for you. Finally, you can open the wishes wide to include all beings everywhere. May all beings be safe. May all beings be happy. May all beings be healthy. May all beings live with ease. Feel the phrases spreading outward like ripples on water. Rest in that spacious sense of connection for a minute or two before gently returning to your breath. A shorter version works well when time is limited, or when you need a quick dose of kindness during the day. While walking, waiting, or before a difficult conversation, silently repeat, "May I be kind to myself." May you be kind to yourself. Or simply place a hand on your heart and whisper, "May I be at peace." These brief touches of metta can shift your energy in seconds. Loving kindness practice often brings subtle but powerful changes. You may notice you're less critical of yourself when things go wrong. Small annoyances lose their sting because you've been reminding yourself, and others, of basic human wishes for safety and ease. Relationships soften as genuine goodwill becomes more natural. Even on tough days, you have these phrases to return to, like a quiet anchor. If the practice ever feels dry or forced, experiment with different words that resonate more deeply for you. Some people like to visualize light or warmth spreading from the heart. Others prefer to focus on the feeling of care itself rather than specific phrases. There's no single right way, only the way that feels kind and sincere to you. Be patient as this quality grows. Loving kindness isn't something you achieve overnight. It's a gentle cultivation, like tending a small garden. Each time you sit with these wishes, you water the seeds of compassion. Day by day, the heart opens a little more, to yourself, to the people around you, and to the wider world. This practice complements everything you've built so far. The breath awareness grounds you, the kind handling of difficult emotions steadies you, the everyday mindfulness keeps you present, and loving kindness warms it all with care. Together, they create a balanced, resilient way of being. Chapter 9. Creating a sustainable long-term daily practice. With loving kindness now warming your heart and the other tools helping you meet life's ups and downs with greater ease, the focus naturally turns to making meditation a lasting, joyful part of who you are. A sustainable long-term daily practice isn't about forcing yourself to sit for hours or chasing perfect sessions. It's about building something gentle, realistic, and kind that fits your real life, one that grows with you rather than feels like another task on the list. The foundation of sustainability is flexibility wrapped in consistency. Think of your practice the way you think of brushing your teeth. You do it most days because it supports your well-being, not because every session feels amazing. Some mornings you might sit for 15 minutes feeling clear and peaceful. Other days you manage only 3 conscious breaths before the day pulls you away. Both count. The key is showing up regularly in whatever form is possible right now. Start by deciding on a realistic minimum commitment. Ask yourself, what is the smallest amount of time I can almost always give, even on my busiest or lowest energy days? For many people, that's 5 minutes. Others find 3 minutes, or even 1 full minute of mindful breathing feels doable. Choose a number that feels kind rather than ambitious. Once you lock in that minimum, protect it. Everything else, longer sits, different techniques, loving-kindness phrases, builds on top of this steady base. Anchor your practice to an existing habit to make it easier to remember. Link it to something you already do every day, right after waking up, while the kettle boils for tea or coffee, right after brushing your teeth at night, or immediately after getting into bed. These tiny hooks help the new habit ride along with an old one, so it doesn't require extra willpower. Over months, the pairing becomes automatic. Create a small, dedicated space if you can, even if it's just a corner of your room with a cushion or folded blanket, a plant, or a simple candle you light only during practice. Having a visual cue signals to your mind and body, this is rest time. If space is limited, your space can be portable. A favorite chair, the edge of your bed, or even a park bench during lunch. The important thing is that it feels inviting and safe. Track your practice in a gentle way that supports motivation without pressure. A simple notebook, a habit tracking app, or even a small calendar where you place a check mark or a tiny heart works well. Don't rate the quality of the session, just note that you showed up. Seeing a string of marks or hearts builds quiet pride and reminds you that small daily efforts accumulate into something meaningful. Expect the practice to change over time, and welcome those changes. In the beginning, you might feel excited and sit longer than planned. Later, life gets busier, work intensifies, family needs grow, health fluctuates, and your sessions shorten or shift times. That's not failure, it's adaptation. Adjust without self-criticism. If mornings stop working, move to evenings. If sitting feels heavy, try lying down or walking meditation. If breath focus feels dry, return to loving-kindness phrases or body gratitude. The form can evolve. The spirit of kind awareness stays the same. One of the biggest supports for long-term practice is community, even a small one. You don't need a formal group, though joining one can be wonderful if it feels right. Sometimes just telling a trusted friend, "I'm doing a short meditation each day," creates gentle accountability and shared encouragement. Or listen to guided recordings occasionally. Many free ones are available online, to feel connected to others walking a similar path. Hearing another voice remind you of basics like "it's okay if the mind wanders" can renew your patience on tough days. Celebrate in quiet, meaningful ways. After a week of consistent practice, treat yourself to something small that feels caring. A favorite tea, a short walk in nature, extra pages in a good book. After a month, reflect gently. What feels different? How do I respond to stress now compared to before? These pauses help you notice the quiet benefits: more patience, quicker recovery from upsets, deeper rest, that might otherwise slip by unnoticed. When motivation dips, and it will, return to your original why. Why did you start? Perhaps to feel less overwhelmed, to sleep better, to be more present with loved ones, to meet yourself with more kindness. Reconnect with that intention in simple words. This practice helps me feel steadier inside. That reminder often rekindles the desire to sit, even briefly. Handle dry spells with extra gentleness. There may be weeks when life feels too full and meditation drops off. Instead of judging yourself harshly, meet that absence the same way you meet a busy mind. Notice it kindly, then invite yourself back without pressure. Start again with your minimum, 3 breaths, 1 minute, and let it rebuild naturally. Every return strengthens the habit more than a long streak without breaks. Over years, a sustainable practice becomes less about doing meditation and more about living meditatively. The line between formal sitting and daily life blurs. You find yourself pausing to breathe during a tense moment, offering a silent kind wish to someone who frustrates you, noticing the taste of your food without effort. These spontaneous moments are signs the practice has taken root deeply. Keep returning to the basics that first drew you in: the breath as an anchor, kindness toward whatever arises, presence in ordinary tasks. Let the practice be your companion through all seasons of life. Busy ones, quiet ones, joyful ones, challenging ones. It doesn't demand perfection. It offers steady support. You've already come so far by showing up day after day. Trust that continuing in this gentle, adaptable way will keep unfolding benefits you may not even imagine yet. Your daily practice is a living thing. Nurture it with patience, flexibility, and care, and it will keep nourishing you in return. Chapter 10. Deepening Awareness Through Longer Sessions. Congratulations! If you've made it this far, you've already built a powerful habit. You've learned to recharge your mind in just 5 to 10 minutes a day using breath focus, body scans, loving kindness, and quick resets. These short sessions are like charging your phone overnight. They keep you functional and prevent burnout. But now it's time to explore what happens when you give your mind more space to breathe, settle, and reveal its deeper layers. Longer meditation sessions, 20 to 45 minutes, aren't about doing more or forcing enlightenment. They are about allowing. Short practices interrupt the noise. Longer ones help you see the nature of the noise itself. Awareness deepens. Insights arise naturally. You begin to notice patterns, how thoughts loop, how emotions rise and fall like waves, how the sense of I is more fluid than fixed. Many people hesitate to extend their practice. I don't have time, they say. Or my mind is too restless. I can't sit that long. The truth is, restlessness is exactly why longer sessions are valuable. They give you the opportunity to meet distraction without judgment and return to your anchor again and again. Each return strengthens the muscle of awareness. Why longer sessions matter. Short meditations recharge you quickly, but longer ones rewire you deeply. Research shows that extended mindfulness practice increases gray matter in brain areas linked to attention, emotional regulation, and self-awareness. You may experience greater emotional resilience, You learn to observe feelings without being overwhelmed, clearer insight. Subtle mental habits become visible. A sense of spaciousness. The mind feels less contracted, more open, lasting calm. The effects carry into your day more powerfully. The goal isn't to stop thoughts. That's impossible. It's to change your relationship with them, from being caught in the story to watching it unfold from a distance. Preparing for longer sessions. Choose the right time. Pick a moment when you're not rushed. Early morning or evening work best for most. Start on a day with fewer obligations. Create a supportive environment. Use the same quiet spot as your daily practice. Sit on a cushion or chair with a straight but relaxed spine. Dim lights, soft blanket, or gentle background sound, like rain or chimes, can help. Set a realistic target. If your current practice is 10 minutes, begin with 20 minutes. Add 5 minutes every few days until you reach 30 to 45 minutes comfortably. Use a timer. A gentle bell sound is ideal. Knowing the end time reduces anxiety about how long have I been sitting. Start with kindness. Begin every longer session with 2 to 3 minutes of loving kindness. Metta, toward yourself. May I be safe. May I be peaceful. May I be kind to my wandering mind. Building a longer session. A step-by-step structure. Minutes 0 to 5. Settling in. Sit and take 10 deep breaths. Scan your body from head to toes, releasing tension. Silently note breathing in, breathing out, or use a simple mantra like peace on the inhale, release on the exhale. Minutes 5 to 15. Primary anchor. Focus on the breath at the nostrils, chest, or abdomen. When the mind wanders, gently label it, thinking, planning, remembering, and return. This is the core of the practice, patient returning. Minutes 15 to 25. Expanding awareness. Shift from narrow focus on breath to open awareness. Notice sounds, bodily sensations, emotions, or thoughts as they arise. Don't chase or resist them. Simply observe, hearing, feeling, thinking. Let everything pass like clouds in the sky. Minutes 25 to 35. Investigating arising phenomena. When a strong thought or emotion appears, investigate gently. Where do I feel it in the body? Is it solid or changing? Does it have a beginning, middle, and end? This trains insight into impermanence, anicca, and reduces reactivity. Minutes 35. End. Loving kindness and closing. Dedicate the final minutes to metta. First yourself, then loved ones, neutral people, difficult people, and finally all beings. End by noticing how your mind and body feel now. Offer gratitude for the practice. Common challenges and how to meet them. Restlessness, boredom. This is normal. Label it, restlessness, and return to the breath. Over time, the discomfort itself becomes an object of study. Remind yourself, this too is impermanent. Drowsiness. Open your eyes slightly, straighten your posture, or take a few deeper breaths. If it persists, try meditating earlier in the day or after light movement. Intense emotions. If sadness, anger, or anxiety surfaces strongly, stay with the bodily sensation rather than the story. Breathe into the feeling. If it's overwhelming, shorten the session and return to your daily short practice. Nothing happening. This is a sign of progress. The mind is quieter. Enjoy the stillness without expecting fireworks. Integrating longer sessions into daily life. Aim for 1 to 2 longer sessions per week at first. On other days, keep your quick recharge. Gradually increase as it feels natural. Many find Sunday mornings or evenings ideal for a 30 to 45-minute sit. After a longer session, journal briefly. What patterns did I notice? How did my mind respond to distraction? What felt different afterward? Over weeks, you'll notice the benefits spilling into daily life. Quicker recovery from stress, more patience, deeper listening, and a quiet sense of presence even in chaos. The journey of meditation is not about achieving a special state. It's about coming home to the awareness that's already here. Short sessions keep the door open. Longer ones let you step through and explore the room fully. You've started with fast recharges to survive busy days. Now, with longer sessions, you're learning to thrive. Trust the process. Be gentle with yourself. Every moment you sit, whether 5 minutes or 45, you are deepening the most important relationship, the one with your own mind. You've reached the end of these pages, but not the end of the practice. What you hold now is not really a book that's finished. It's a small map you can carry with you. The lines on the map are simple. Sit, breathe, notice, return. That's all. And yet those few moves, repeated day after day, gradually redraw the inner landscape of your life. You already know the truth from your own experience. Even 5 conscious breaths can feel like coming home. Even 10 minutes of kind attention can soften the hardest morning. Even one honest "I'm here" whispered to your racing mind can change the quality of an entire day. You don't need to become someone else. You don't need perfect concentration, a blank mind, or hours of free time. You only need the willingness, again and again, to meet the present moment as it is. Some days you'll sit and feel stillness. Some days the mind will shout the whole time. Both are practice. Both are welcome. Meditation is not a project to complete. It is a relationship to tend. And like any real relationship, it deepens slowly, sometimes quietly, often invisibly, until one day you notice that the way you meet difficulty has changed, that your inner tone of voice has softened, that presence has become a little less foreign. So keep the door open. 5 minutes counts. 3 breaths count. Pausing in the middle of a hallway, feeling your feet on the floor, counts. Whenever life feels too fast, too heavy, too loud, return here. Whenever you forget who you are beneath the roles and the stories, return here. Whenever you want to remember that peace is not something you have to chase, but something you can allow, return here. This book ends. Your practice continues. May every short moment of awareness be a small act of kindness toward yourself. May you carry this gentle attention into the noise of the world. And may you, again and again, find that the recharge you were looking for was already inside you, waiting, patient, breathing. Thank you for sitting with these words. Now put the book down. Take one breath. Feel it. Begin again.